The Festival of Eid. The long month of Ramzan is over. Today is the Festival of Eid. It's a wonderful morning. The trees seem greener than ever. The fields look colorful, and even the sun seems to be shining brighter. The village is buzzing with activity. Everybody is up early to go to the Eidgah mosque. The children are more excited than the others. They have been dreaming about this day for so long. At last, it is here. Today, they will go to the Eidgah fair. They will also eat lots of delicious sevai, vermicelli pudding, cooked in milk and sugar. The happiest boy in the village is Hamid. He is only 4, poorly dressed, thin and pale. His father died last year of cholera. Then his mother wasted away, and without anyone finding out what had ailed her, she also died. Now Hamid sleeps in his Ammi Jan, Amina's lap, and is as happy as a lark. She tells him that his father has gone to earn money and will return with sackfuls of silver, and that his mother has gone to Allah to get lovely gifts for him. This makes Hamid very happy. Hope is a magical thing for a child. There is nothing like hope. A child's imagination can turn a mustard seed into a mountain. Hamid has no shoes on his feet. His clothes are worn out, and the gold thread on his cap has turned black. Nevertheless, Hamid is happy. He knows that when his father comes back with sacks full of silver and his mother with gifts from Allah, he will be able to fulfill all his heart's desires. Then he will have more than Mahmoud, Mohsin, Noore and Sami. In her hovel, Amina sheds bitter tears. She says to herself, "Today is Eid, and I don't even have a handful of grain. If only my son Abid were alive. All the other fathers would take their children to the fair. Who will take my little Hamid? How will he walk the 7 kilometers to the Eidgah mosque? He doesn't even have a pair of shoes. He will get blisters on his feet. If I could go with him, I would have carried him in my arms had he got tired. But then, who will make sevai at home?" Then Hamid comes to his beloved Ammi Jan.
"Don't worry about me, Ammi Jan,"
he says.
"I'm going to the Eidgah mosque with my friends. I'll be the first to come back."
The villagers leave in one party. With the boys is Hamid. They run on ahead of the elders and wait for them under a tree. Hamid has only 3 paise in his pocket, but he has wings on his feet. The streets are crowded. Grown-ups with long moustaches and children wearing shiny new clothes jostle each other. Tongas and carts fill the streets. Everybody is going to the Eidgah mosque. At last, they reach the Eidgah. Now the prayer is over. Men embrace each other. They descend on the sweet shops and toy stores like an army moving to an assault. In this matter, the grown-up is no less eager than the boy. Look, here is a swing. Pay a paise and enjoy riding up to the heavens and then plummeting down to the earth. And here is the merry-go-round, strung with wooden elephants, horses and camels. Pay 1 paise and have 25 rounds of fun. Mahmoud and Mohsin and Noore and a few other boys mount the horses and camels. Hamid watches them from a distance. All he has is 3 paise. He couldn't afford to part with 1/3 of his treasure for a few miserable rounds. Now it is time for the toys. There is a row of stalls on one side with all kinds of toys. Soldiers and milkmaids, kings and ministers, water carriers and washerwomen, and holy men. How lifelike they look! Hamid watches as Mahmoud buys a policeman in khaki with a red turban on his head and a gun on his shoulder. Mohsin buys a water carrier bent under the weight of his water bag. Noor buys a model of a lawyer. What an expression of learning he has on his face! A black gown over a long white coat with a gold watch chain going into a pocket, a fat volume of some law book in his hand. These toys cost 2 paise each. All Hamid has is 3 paise. How can he afford to buy such expensive toys? If they dropped from his hand, they would be smashed to bits. If a drop of water fell on them, the paint would run. What would he do with toys like these? They would be of no use to him. Maybe he could just hold his friends' toys for a bit. But the toys are all new and nobody wants to share them. They walk to the sweet shops. Hamid watches his friends buy big, juicy gulab jamuns, sticky halwa and yellow rose-scented laddus. They smack their lips with relish. Only Hamid is left out. He has 3 paise. Why doesn't he also buy something to eat? He looks hungrily at the others. Mohsin says,
Hamid, take this sesame candy. It smells good.
Hamid suspects it is a cruel joke. He knows Mohsin doesn't have so big a heart. But knowing this, Hamid goes to Mohsin. Mohsin takes a piece out and holds it towards Hamid. Hamid stretches out his hand. Mohsin puts the candy in his own mouth. Mahmood, Noor and Sami clap their hands and have a jolly good laugh. Hamid is crestfallen. Mohsin says,
This time I will let you have it. I swear by Allah, I'll give it to you. Come and take it.
Hamid replies,
You keep your sweets. Don't I have the money?
All you have is 3 paise.
says Sami.
What can you buy for 3 paise?
Hamid replies,
I don't care for sweets. Books are full of bad things about eating sweets. In your heart, you must be saying, if I could get it, I would eat it.
says Mohsin.
Why don't you take the money out of your pocket?